Hello dear students, good morning. Let us start today's class on quadratic equation. We have completed all the theoretical part and we are solving extra problems based on quadratic equation and previous year questions we are solving. Now today we are discussing about the previous year question. One of the question asked in JEE Mains 2013 and this model problem repeatedly asked by JEE Mains. So this is very important. Look at here. The question is here, if alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus px plus 3p by 4 is equals to 0 such that alpha minus beta is equal to root 10. Modulus of alpha minus beta is equal to root 10. Then value of the p is dash. You know, already I have given you formulas of modulus of alpha minus beta. That is, I gave the formula root d by mod a. If you don't know, just go my previous lectures, you can watch it. This I derived and I gave you. Okay. Now let us follow the things and find the whatever required thing. Now here root d means what? Discriminant. So d value will be giving as, if we compare here b square minus 4ac, the coefficient of x is p here, so b is b square minus 4 times of a is 1 because the coefficient of x square is 1 and c is 3p by 4. Okay, this is 3p by 4. So what I am doing here, I am solving root d by root d value I am finding. Okay, so this d is equal to, I am going to get here p square minus 4 cancel out, p square minus 3p. So d value you got p square minus 3p. Okay, see the question what is given, according to that we will solve easily. So alpha minus beta, this value they given root 10. So root 10 is equal to, and root d value is a square root of p square minus 3p divided by mod a. And if you do cross multiplication, mod a square root of 10 is equal to square root of p square minus 3p. And you know that mod a value, that is the coefficient of x square, that is a value is 1. So this value can be 1. So root 10, this value is 1. Okay, root 10 is equal to square root of p square minus 3p. Squaring on both sides, if you do squaring on both sides, I get as 10 is equal to p square minus 3p. So the answer is p square minus 3p, if I transfer this is that side, is equal to 0. Now what I have to do here, you should check here 5 to the 10. This can be split as minus 5p plus 2p minus 10 is equals to 0. If I take p common here, I am going to get p minus 5 plus 2 common here in this both. So p minus 5 is equal to 0. As we can take p minus 5 common, so p minus 5 into p plus 2 is equal to 0. So you are getting p value 5 comma minus 2. Once p minus 5 equal to 0, so p value 5. Once p plus 2 is equal to 0, p value minus 2. So which option is right answer? Minus 2 comma 5 is the right answer. Minus 2 comma 5, C is the right answer, which is asked in JEE Mains 2013. Let us go for the next question. Now dear students, let us see the next question here. Find the least integral value of m for which the angle between the vectors is acute for all x belongs to R. V1 vector is given x square I cap minus 4 j cap plus 3 times m plus 1 k cap. V2 vector is given m I cap minus x j cap plus k cap, and is asking that to find the least integral value of m. As I already informed you, as I am teaching you vector classes, as per the vectors, you know that v1 vector dot v2 is equal to, what is the formula? Mod v1 mod v2 cos theta. The angle between the vectors is acute. If the angle between the vectors is acute, then that will be giving positive result. Acute means in the first acute angle means 0 to 90 degrees. Cos theta in between of 0 to 90 degree, that is positive. Mod V1 positive, mod V2 positive, cos theta acute, that's why it is positive. It means that we come to know a conclusion that V1 vector dot V2 is greater than 0. That is what we call as the rule for what we can say for the rule for the vector to be acute angle, forming acute angle here. So this is the rule, right? What is the rule here? The angle between the two vectors is acute, then V1 vector dot V2 must be positive. That means it must be greater than 0. Okay, greater than 0. Already you know dot product of two vectors. Let us find the dot product of these two vectors. What do you have here? X square I cap minus 4j cap plus 3 times of m plus 1 k cap is doing dot product with another vector, that is m I cap minus x j cap plus k cap is greater than 0. If you do dot product here, the component of I and component of I dot I is 1. So x square into m, mx square. And this minus into minus is plus, and this is x into 4, 4x. And this 3 times of m plus 1 will multiply here 1. So 3 times of m plus 1 is greater than 0 because the angle between the vectors is acute. So you have to find the value of m here. Whenever a parabola is greater than 0, the rule for a parabola is greater than 0, that must be a greater than 0, means leading coefficient, means coefficient of x square must be greater than 0 and the discriminant is less than 0, then only the graph will not touch x-axis. It will be above the x-axis when d is less than 0. To be applied that property here to be solved this question. So what I do here, the first case is m greater than 0. This is the first rule. And the second rule is discriminant is less than 0. Discriminant means what? B square. B square minus 4a into c, that is 3 times of m plus 1 less than 0. That means 16 minus 4 times of m into m plus 1 is less than 0. I know here 4 is multiplying this entire and 4 can be multiplied here. So 1 4 can be common out and cancelled out. So what I am getting here, the answer is 4 minus m into m square minus m less than 0. So I got minus m square. To make it this is positive, multiply both sides with a negative number. So I get as m square plus m minus 4. When I multiply with a negative minus 1, the inequality changes. Less than will become greater than. That is going to happen here. Now this is what I got is here discriminant less than 0 condition applied here. So m times x square minus 4 times x, 3m plus 1 into k, and this is you got greater than 0. The rule 1 applied and root 2 applied. Now what do you do here? We can find the roots of this. That's it. So 4 comes in which table? That you can see that and find the m. Yes. Anything is missing out? Nothing is missing out. Yes. This is you have 3m here. Okay, 3m. So when I multiply this one, I get as 3m square here. So I get here plus 3m square. Okay, here is you have 3m. So minus 3m square minus plus into minus m, that is 3m square plus m minus 4 greater than 0. Now 4 3s are 12, 12 will get in 4 3s are 12, I get it as 3m square plus 4m minus 3m minus 4 greater than 0. And I can take here m common out. I can write as 3m plus 4, and here minus 1 common out, 3m plus 4 greater than 0. It means I am getting the roots here. I am getting what the roots I am getting here. I can write here. Okay, on the top I am writing 3m plus 4 into, I am getting the roots, that is m minus 1, and this is these two are greater than 0. Take the number line. On the number line it is 1 and it is minus 4 by 3. On the number line this is infinity, minus infinity, plus minus plus. If I take greater than symbol, so the m value will be, the answer for m will be greater than means plus is the answer. Always you wavy curve method, you can watch my videos, you will come to know wavy curve method. So plus minus plus, then you can get as minus infinity to, the answer is minus infinity to minus 4 by 3 union, and here 1 to infinity is the answer. This is the case number 2. What was the case number 1? M greater than 0. And both intersection, m is greater than 0 is said, m is negative and 1 to infinity. So the intersection of these both will be 1 to infinity is the intersection. So the answer of m is, the final answer is 1 to infinity is the final answer for this question. Hope you understand. Let us go for the next question. Hello students, this is the most important question, and this question asked twice JEE 2014 2017. 2 years they asked this question. And how to solve this question, listen here. If alpha beta be the roots of the equation px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0, where p is not equal to 0, if p comma q comma r are in AP and 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is equal to 4, then the value of modulus of alpha minus beta is equal to how much? This is a JEE question. Recently they asked, and JEE 2014 also they asked. The same question repeated twice in JEE exam. So let us see here how to deal this question. Let us take the given condition first of all. The given quadratic equation is px square plus qx plus r is equals to 0. This is the given quadratic equation. Okay, so this is the given quadratic equation. Now what we do here, now let us apply conditions one by one. P, Q, R in AP. The first condition they given as P, Q, R in AP. AP condition, you know, P, Q, R in AP, it means that AP condition is what? T3 minus T2 is equal to T2 minus T1. It means the difference of these two is equal to the difference of these two. That is 2Q is equal to PR. Okay, P plus R. This already everyone knows this. So what is the condition for in AP? 10th class you have learned all. And last year you have learned this thing. So 2 times Q is equal to P plus R. This is the rule for to be in AP. How you got? This is you got as R minus Q is equal to Q minus P. And you send this is this side and this is this side, you get 2Q is equal to P plus R, because in AP the difference of the two terms will be same. So this is the first condition arrived by using this one. And the next condition, what is they given? 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is equal to 4. It means, can I write this is alpha and beta is the LCM? So I can write alpha, see here alpha cancel, so you get beta and you get alpha, so it is nothing but alpha plus beta, that is equal to 4. Can I write? Hope you understand what I have done here. I just did the LCM, and you know that alpha and beta are the roots of this quadratic equation that is given. What's the given? Alpha and beta are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Then what is the sum of the roots formula? You can use here, sum of the roots is minus b by a minus q by p, and product of the roots is c by a r by p is equal to 4. This p and this p gets cancelled out. Hope you understand what I have done, right? So this p, that p is cancelled out, minus q by r is equal to 4. I got this one. So minus q is equal to 4r. It means that I got here a condition that is minus q is equal to 4r. This I make a star because this will be useful for me in the next coming steps. What I do here, that minus q value I can substitute here, I can get another better result. That I do here, in the place of minus q I can keep 4r. So what I am going to get here? I am going to get here, if I keep in the place of q minus 4r, that I got at 2 times of minus 4r is equal to p plus r. It means this one is minus 8r and this plus r send this side, minus r is equal to p. It means p value is minus 9r. P value I got, make this one a star, I'll use in the future. And I got one more thing is q, that is equal to q is equal to minus 4r, and this can be used in the future. And what I need to find is that I need to find the value of alpha minus beta. And just before, in the beginning of the class, I explained this formula. What is the formula for this one? Root d by a mod a. What is the formula? Root d by mod a. So that is what is given here. You need to find this value. That's it. So square root of, I can write a square root of d value, b square minus 4ac. What is d here? B square minus 4ac. B square, that is q square minus 4, a is p and c is r, divided by mod a. Mod a is what here? Mod p. This is p value. So p value, what I have here, minus 9r. So see, that is the reason the leading coefficient in modulus, it means now it will be used, this p, I am getting mod a is p, but the p value is minus 9r. So minus mod 9r. What I am doing, I am going to do here, I am going to convert everything in one term. Like here, q I will convert into r, p I will convert into r, total expression I will convert into r. That's what I am going to do it. So let us see here, if I simplify, square root of q square. What is the value of q square? Q square is nothing but minus 4r square. That is 16r square. This is minus 4 whole square, that is 16r square, minus, and what I am going to do here, p I am going to change in terms of r, and p is minus 9r. So if I keep minus 9r in this, 4 into minus 9r into r divided by this modulus of this value will give positive results, thus is 9r. So that way we are coming into the conclusion of this sum, modulus of alpha minus beta value. It is required, and this is most important question of JEE. So square root of, I can write as 16r square and minus into minus plus 9 4s, how much? 36. Yeah. So 36r square divided by, I get as 9r. Okay, then I can going to get, that is 52, correct? So if you add them, I am going to get 52. Square root of 52, square root of 52, and square root of r square divided by 9r. that I am getting as square root of 52 divided by 9, and you can square root cancel, r cancel. The answer is square root of 52 by 9. 52 by 9, no answer. Okay, 52 can be expressed how? 52 can be expressed 2 2s are 4 and 1 2 6 2 13s are. This can be written as 2 root 13 upon 9. Let's see. The answer is B, and this is the solution of this greatest problem, and it's very important for JEE Mains and Advanced. Okay, let's go for the next question. Yeah, there is one more question which is asked JEE 2014. Let us discuss this question. If alpha beta are the roots of a quadratic equation, that x square minus 4 root times kx plus 2 into e power 4 ln k minus 1 is equal to 0. For some k, if alpha square plus beta square is equal to 66, then alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to dash. This is the question asked in JEE 2014. Let us discuss this question. How to simplify this? This can be written as x square minus 4 root 2 times kx plus 2 times, I can write as e raised to the power of ln. This 4 can taken up using the property of logarithms, and minus 1 is equal to 0. As you all know that this value is e, and e power ln k power 4 is k power 4. This is going to simplify in the manner x square 4 2 times of kx plus 2k power 4 minus 1 is equals to 0. Let us solve this problem now. It's very simple now. The complicated question becomes a simple. Now you have to find the given condition is alpha square plus beta square is equal to 66. So what I do here, alpha square plus beta square is equal to 66. It means this can be expressed in the beginning lectures. I explained you alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta is equal to 66. Alpha and beta are the roots of this quadratic equation. So sum of the roots, that is alpha plus beta, is equal to minus b by a. This is already minus. So you get 4 root 2k times by 1. That is the sum of the roots you get. And now what I am going to get the product of the roots, that is alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is c by a, that is this part divided by 1, that is 2k raised to the power of 4 minus 1. This is the sum of the roots. You got the sum of the roots, or you got the product of the roots, both you have. Just substitute here. So what I am going to get here, 4 root 2 times k whole square minus 2 times of alpha into beta, that is 2k raised to power 4 minus 1 is equal to 66. Now this is a JEE Mains question. Let us simplify more, right? I hope you understand till now what I explained. Let us simplify more. And this question, very simple question. Okay, let us discuss this. Now what I am going to do here, the squaring here, 4 square, that is 16. 16 into 2, 32k square. That is, you understood here, 4 square and root 2 square is 2. 16 to the 32k square. So you got 32k square here. 32k square. 32k square. Yes. Minus 2 to the 4. K power 4 minus into minus plus 2 is the 2 plus 2 is equal to 66. If you send this is that side, 32k square minus 4k raised power 4 minus 64 is equals to 0. And just see this can be cancelled in 4 times, divide by 4. I am doing one more thing is I multiply with the negative sign, the negative, divide by negative number first of all. So 4k raised power 4 minus 32k plus 64 is equal to 0. I am going to divide with 4, that is k power 4 minus 8k plus this is 16 is equal to 0. It's look like a plus b whole square formula. I hope. So this is can be written as x is k square minus 4 whole square. It looks like a minus b whole square formula. Exactly. So what I am going to get here, that k square minus 4 is equal to square, if I send square root, that is 0 I get. So k square value I got 4. It means I got k square value is 4. It means the k value is plus or minus 2. But you can see this is the k is in terms in the log, so k cannot be exist negative here because when log is defined. So k negative is cancelled out, rolled out, k is equal to 2 is your answer. Now what I am going to find is alpha cube plus beta cube value, and that is going to be here alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to a plus b whole cube minus 3a into b into a plus b. In the beginning classes I explained this. So alpha plus beta value is going to get how much? Alpha plus beta, that is sum of the roots. Here it is the sum of the roots, 4 root 2 times k value, you got how much? 2, that is 8 root 2. 8 root 2 this is. And product of the roots was where? Here, I think here you have the product of the roots. K value is 2, 2 power 4, 2 power 4, that is 2 power 5, 32. 32 minus 1, 31. You can substitute now here in the place alpha plus beta is 8 root 2. So you can write as 8 root 2 whole cube minus 3 times of 31 into this is 8 root 2. Just multiply this one, 8 cube into 2 cube, that is 1024 I hope. 1024 root 2, that's right. 1024 root 2 minus now I am going to get here, this is I need to multiply, so 31 into 8, 8 ones are 8, 8 3s are 24 into 3, 8 3s are 24, 3 4s are 12, 13 14, 744, 744 root 2, and just you subtract, this is 280 root 2 is the answer. So the answer, I did not wrote options, okay, I wrote answer. So this B is the right answer. We have solved it. These are the JEE questions. We will solve tomorrow again some more JEE questions. Now I am going to explain you discrete roots. Okay, wait and see. Hello dear students, let us see discrete rules of a polynomial. It's a very important one. In this rule, we are going to learn maximum positive roots or maximum negative roots of a polynomial. This was the last concept of this quadratic equation. Here in this rule, we are going to learn maximum positive roots or maximum negative roots of a polynomial. Now, the case 1, to check the maximum positive roots, what we do? Check the sign, change of the sign of f of x is equal to 0. That gives the coefficient of the polynomial. So let us take the one example. If this f of x is this, so this polynomial of the degree 3 have how many roots? 3 roots will be there. Hope you understand. This is a polynomial of the degree 3. The highest power is the degree. So the degree 3 has how many roots? 3 roots. Correct? If they have 3 roots, you want to know in the 3 roots how many are positive, how many are negative. Is the maximum positive, not how many. Maximum positive roots are how many? You want to know. So what you do here, let us take the sign of this. What is the sign of this? Plus. What is the sign of this? Minus. What is the sign of this? Plus. What is the sign of this? Minus. Just mark the sign and see that it is changed plus to minus. It means one positive root. If I never change plus to minus, minus to plus, then it is one positive root. and minus to plus, this is one more positive roots, and plus to minus, and I have one more positive roots. So this quadratic equation has maximum 3 positive roots. 3 positive roots will be available. Now let us go for this question. Let us take the sign of the picture. It is plus, it is minus, here it is minus, it is plus, it is minus, it is minus. Just take the sign. Now you can see this is went plus to minus, so one positive root, minus to minus, no positive roots. No, that time you cannot count it. Minus to plus, yes, it is a one positive roots, this is one more positive root, plus to minus, it's one more positive roots, minus to minus, no positive. If it is went plus plus or minus minus, there is no positive roots. So this is a polynomial of degree 5, and how many maximum positive roots are there? 3 maximum positive roots are there. So maximum roots, positive roots are 3. Maximum positive roots is equal to 3 for this expression, this polynomial expression. Hope you understand. Let us see about negative also. To check the number of maximum negative roots, to check the maximum negative roots, we have to check the sign of the change of f of minus x is equal to 0, then you will get the answer. For example, you have f of x is this, and I want to know this polynomial is the degree 5, it means it have 5 roots. In that, how many are maximum negative roots? If I want to know, then I can replace f of x place is f of minus x. So wherever x is there, I can write minus x power 5 plus minus x cube minus of minus x square minus of minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Finally, what I am getting? Minus x power 5 minus x cube minus minus into here, minus here. This will be plus x. Okay, this will be minus of square is positive, so minus x square. This is, and minus into minus, minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. I want to know how many maximum negative roots are here in this expression. Then how can I see here? The question is here x power 4. Okay, this is x power 4. Okay, it is x power 4. So when you have an even power, this is going to get positive. Okay, this is going to get positive. Then what I am going to do here, now I will check the sign. Now you got here plus, then you have minus, then you have minus, then you have plus, then you have minus. So now what I am going to check here, plus to minus, it is changed. How to where? Plus to minus, it is changed. So how many? One negative result. One will be there because I am checking for minus of x. So here minus to minus, no. Minus to plus 1, plus to minus 1. So finally, how many I got here? See here, plus, minus, minus, plus, minus. Finally, I got 3 maximum. So when you have this, I can write as 3 maximum negative roots are available. So that how can we judge of any polynomial? Suppose if anything is missing here power, so that is we will take positive, plus 0 into x square will take. What I want to say here, if this is x power 5 given, then x power 4 we write as 0 into x power 4. It is a positive we consider for x power 4, like that. Likewise, we will take and we will find maximum and minimum negative roots of a given polynomial, and this is called as discrete rules of the polynomial. Hope you understand. We will learn tomorrow more questions on quadratic equation, and we will end up tomorrow as much as possible. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow we will finish this chapter. Till then, take care. Bye bye.